Welcome surfboard fans, surfboard review time at boardshop.co.uk. A relatively new brand to introduce to you, Seastix, a UK brand using premium materials with an eye on designing boards for use by UK surfers in UK conditions. This mid-length model, the Mid Storm, is very popular already and it's a cracker. Taking references from other mid-lengths out there like the Phipps One Bad Egg and the Channel Islands Mid, it's a blend of all the good things from those boards with a few little adaptations to make it more usable for our conditions. Slightly rounder in the profile, a more curvy rail line to make it a bit easier to turn. Do we really need the extra hold and the drive that a straight railed mid-length gives you to charge 20-foot Indo? We don't really for the majority of the waves we surf. So these boards are focused on our conditions. Classic mid-length design really. Nice bit of volume running for it all the way through the board, wide point quite far forward, low entry rocker to give you epic paddling and wave catching. Underneath, there's a slight double concave from the middle of the board running to a little bit of V out of the fins, which loosens the board up nicely to keep it turnable, if that's a word. 2+1 fin setup to give you that adaptability. Centre fin wise, something around 7" from anything in a 6.6 up to a 7-foot board is fine. Move it forward to loosen the board up, move it back to give a little bit more stability, but 99% of people ride it with a centre fin in the middle of the box. And then standard side bites there to break up the flow of the water to keep the manoeuvrability there. If you are one of those guys or girls that's getting in the water less, or you're finding that the super crowded conditions mean your wave count drops, then this is exactly the kind of thing you need to be on. The extra paddle speed, the early wave entry will get you more waves. You'll be able to compete with longboarders and little groms who have endless energy. And once you're up and riding, you've got a board that is stable, but move your feet back a bit and it's loose enough to get turning, and you'll feel that manoeuvrability to make the best of the conditions. It's not going to turn on a sixpence like a short board, but it will give you nice sweeping, drawn out, reliable speed carrying cutbacks and trims and up and down on the wave. It's just the kind of board that everybody should have in their quiver, whether an absolute ripper, even if you are when it's super crowded or it's small and weak, there's not a lot you can do on a 28-litre short board. So have a little look at the Mid Storm. The volumes are generously proportioned. The 610 is just over 42 litres. So it's not overdone, but there's enough volume in there to make sure you get your share of the waves. The other thing about this kind of new generation of mid-length over old school mini males is that there's enough volume taken out of the front fifth of the board that you can duck dive them. Get over the front of the board, get used to that slightly different technique from duck diving a short board or what have you, and you'll be able to duck dive these on the majority of days that we get in this country. And duck diving, getting out the back a little bit more easily, especially in the winter, is a massive, massive bonus in a board that's going to get you more waves. We're stoked to be working with Seastix. This board, the Mid Storm, is mid-length, is a cracking addition to the range and will work for so many people. Online right now, as always, 0% finance is available. Part exchange your old board. Any questions, you know where we are, just drop us a line.